Podketeers.
My clap was lame.
I don't think it really matters.
I heard.
I'm
I
all
was
over
like,
the place right now. It's okay. So I'm just gonna put this out there right now. I am still not feeling 100%. I'm still like slogging along. I'm actually concerned at this point because I may not make it to D23 if I'm not feeling well by the end of the week.
Well, here's hoping that you are.
Yeah.
I got all my fingers and my toes and my eyes. They're all crossed for you.
Yeah.
I knocked on my desk.
I had to go into the office this week, and because we were on campus, there was some walking involved. And let me tell you, some of the pain just from walking around on campus from one building to another, which isn't very far. It's like an eighth of a mile, if anything, like the walk that I did. And I was in pain. And to be walking around the expo floor all day for 10 hours plus, I'm that rascal scooter's looking like real good, man. For
vroom,
real.
vroom, baby.
If I'm feeling well enough, that might be the way to go, man.
Do it.
You have a legitimate health concern. Vroom, vroom.
Not according
baby.
to Das.
Vroom, vroom, according to Andrew, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
So, I hope you guys don't mind, but and I really hope people listening or watching don't mind, but I kind of want to make this the let's put out a short episode just to keep the streak alive episode, so we don't miss a week for everyone.
Right.
Just so I could rest. I do want to show you a few things, given that D23 is coming up. Andrew, I'm going to find a way to get these to you. I'll see if maybe my brother's available to take them to Mel, or I'll drive them down and then get like a t-shirt cannon and shoot them at Mel's house or something.
Buy a drone, attach them to the drone.
Have my mitts.
Can I expense a drone? Can someone talk to HR about me expensing a drone?
To purchasing and see what we can do about drones.
Yeah.
Acquisitions.
So I have a bunch of these. I haven't sealed them yet, but inside is the sticker sheet that we talked about.
Oh, yes.
But at random, there's also going to be like some decals. There's also going to be some random Podketeer stickers, maybe a Hattie sticker. And some of them are going to be random. So like in this one, there was the Keyblade. In this envelope over here, this one has... this is one of the ones that doesn't have anything, so surprise.
I mean, it has the sticker sheet, but it doesn't have
the sticker sheet and the other stuff, but it doesn't have the...
It's just an empty envelope.
It's an empty envelope. You did not get the Golden Wonka ticket.
You lose!
Oh, some of these have, like, these keep calm and think happy thoughts. Which was also a shirt I was told, hey, stop doing that. Anyway... There's going to be a handful of envelopes with the different decals and everything, and by a handful of envelopes, I mean, I told you I was only going to make like a couple dozen for the whole weekend.
Right,
like,
there they are.
This is all we have.
That's it.
So I'll get that to you. Also...
That's that book. Oh, both of them.
Oh, wait, you got two?
Yeah.
One's the Barnes and Noble and one's the the regular? Or?
No, apparently I added them both to my cart because when I opened the box, I was like, oh, I just wanted the Barnes and Noble one. And I was wondering why it was so expensive because they didn't charge me until like it shipped a couple weeks ago. And I didn't realize why. I just I saw it and I thought, oh, I wonder why I got a second copy. I think
it's the Book of Bill for all you just listening. He's got two copies.
So I think what ended up happening was at the time I got the Barnes and Noble version for myself because it has the extra pages, and then I got the regular one to give to my son because he's a big Gravity Falls fan. and he's got Journal 3 and a few of the like little stories that they have on the side. But I especially over the last week with how much has been coming out about the Book of Bill, like people posting content and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's appropriate for him. He might be too young for the content in the book, but
Which son is this? The younger son or the older
youngest
son?
one.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
youngest one. So I'll see. I'm not against him having it. He watches like Five Nights at Freddy's and all sorts of other stuff.
He
and
plays
he's
Grand
into
Theft
all the
Auto. And...
Yeah, it's his favorite game. They watch a bunch of stuff on YouTube now that's horror based. So,
right.
Like they know about the back rooms and the lore and all that stuff.
Gotcha. So it's probably
not
nothing
like, Yeah, it's not like it's a foreign concept to him.
Right.
But I'm more concerned with like the depictions of stuff, because I think there's one sheet, like there's one page in there where Bill is talking about skinning somebody alive or something, and like it's
yummy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's Alex Hirsch even said it's more adult oriented. And yeah, so I don't know.
Did you see the video I sent it today of the display at Barnes and Noble? Have you seen that for the book?
Yeah. So the
cool.
whole idea is that inside of the book, when you start reading it, it talks about how it takes over other books. And so there's been that Barnes and Noble post and a couple of others, one by Alex Hirsch and one by oh man, he plays Dipper, Jason Ritter.
Oh, yes.
He's been posting things to his formerly known as Twitter account. But he, like, the first one started off with him hearing things in the background and, like, something saying, like, hey, over here. Hey, come over here, or let me in. And it sounds like Bill in the background. And apparently now he's been possessed because he's speaking gibberish and he's speaking in the third person on his formerly known as Twitter account.
Oh, interesting.
So it's becoming a bigger thing. Seuss is still in countdown mode. Nobody's figured that out yet. Some people have some theories of the time that the timer is going to expire. And some people have speculated, because of some of the codes in the book, that it ends this Friday, which happens to be the D23 Expo opening day, the official day. And if we're going to get some kind of big announcement, like D23 seems to be like a place to get
would be
that type
awesome.
of
I would have to
announcement,
agree,
right?
yeah.
So we didn't get Robert Downey Jr., but if Alex Hirsch drops a Gravity Falls...
That would be a Heyzen, like...
Oh, yeah.
Oh
my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. So, so yeah, I got the sticker packs I got to give you. There was one other thing that I had to give you for D23, and I don't remember what it is. Like my brain is all... Oh, the buttons. Yes, thank you. So I have the buttons.
So glad you're awake, Andrew.
For real, dude.
Well, you know what? It's only 11 p.m. right now.
Yeah, so I've all the buttons. I did not put the buttons in the envelopes. I'm just going to give you a bag of them.
All right.
You just hand those out.
Right. I'll put one on my hat.
Yeah. Yeah. I got shirts for both of you, too, with the new 10-year logo.
I like that.
I got some for all of us. I got test shirts made for all of us. They look good. I'm ready.
Dude,
Hopefully
you're
to post that
just
stuff.
You're on a roll.
He's a glutton
awesome.
for punishment.
I am
He's
a glutton
sick,
for
and
punishment
he's making
sometimes,
shirts,
man.
and he's making stickers, all handcrafted by Heyzen himself.
Yeah. We the shirts have been the hardest part in testing, like, new vendors and stuff. But man, the ones that these recent ones, this is now the third set of tests that I run, and man, they're just so good. I'm like so happy with how they're coming out. The quality's great. They're so vibrant. They especially when I made the Dole Whip shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Dole Whip shirt looked good, man. I compared
Nice.
it like with 3 different companies, and the one that we're gonna be using going forward, man, it just looks so damn good. I'm like,
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff coming to the shop.
Promising.
for real. Okay, so what do we have today? I'm sorry,
Let's
I
see.
feel like
That's
I'm so
okay.
out
How
of it
about
right now.
here? I'll run through. I got my trusty phone here.
Thank you.
We're gonna
Bless you.
we're gonna skip over the earthquake news that
Oh.
Melissa was sending,
I mean,
and
I was
a
concerned.
little shaking going on.
I didn't feel anything.
All right, here we go.
So weird.
Andrew's quick topics are bully boo. The mansion's back. Yay!
Oh,
Haunted
yeah.
Mansion's
Oh,
back.
yeah.
It has returned with his virtual queue in August with Haunted Mansion Holiday. You know, don't you love the Christmas in August?
They people were posting videos saying like, "Oh, the lines are all the way to Pirates." I'm like, "Well, no, duh. There's a big old block like fenced off. Where else is the
Yeah.
line gonna
Right,
go?"
the line is like literally going up, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
The whole switchback is completely under construction.
So I know there's times where we look at lines and we're like, "Whoa, that's crazy, right?" If it's
Right.
the entire switchback and it goes all the way to Pirates or into Adventureland, that's one thing. But when like a quarter of that area is blocked off, and
No,
you
it's
can't,
it's like 3/4 of the line.
Yeah, that's
because it's like
true.
literally it's from the gate. You go to gate to the door, like the steps, and that's the whole line.
because it's all the way back to where the split happens into like Rue Royale, right?
where the line ended
Where
up.
the line,
Well, I'm
yeah.
just saying, like where, like in the attraction queue itself, what we know, the whole switchback. So it's like there's literally like 100 feet of line inside, so it has to go all the way. Like, and then the whole fountain and everything's under construction and da 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 da. So it's all like phantasmic viewing is line now.
That's one of those Patrick Warburton, Rules of Engagement, the show that he was on.
Right.
My favorite line of his in that series is when he's like, "Yeah, you're putting a little too much mustard on that." That's how I felt about those videos. They're like,
Yeah.
"Come on, bro. There's nowhere for the line to
It's
go."
still 40 minutes. It's not,
Yeah.
it's 40 minutes whether they're all compact or if they're
It's not
stretched out.
12 hours versus
Right.
a Rise of the Resistance lines. Come on now.
Exactly.
Right.
But supposedly in the Haunted Mansion Holiday, we had another Rolly Crump edition. This was Bat in a Cage with some bones.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have not seen any of that
Got some
yet.
glowing red eyes. You got a bat in a cage. And it's got some bones sticking out. Somebody posted that. I don't have the picture on my phone, or I'd show it. I'm sure people are looking. But it's based on another one of those concept sketches.
That's
I
awesome.
believe this one is by The Clock. I don't remember, actually. It might be somewhere else. I wish.
I'm trying to find
see.
a video.
I
to
think,
see.
let's see. Is it in? Check your phone here. I'm not just looking at the ground. Maybe, did I send it? Let's see. Da 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 da. Ooh, Heyzen made a mask. That's kind of cool. Da, 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 da. I don't know when I saw that. I must have got lost in the shuffle somewhere.
Well, I did.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I mean, I know it's not mansion related, but did you see the Oogie Boogie Bash video?
The
The
one with
tease
the
for the two
villains
new villains?
tease.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think of the two teases?
So it seems to be, from what I can guess. Now, if you don't want to know, here's a spoiler alert or whatever. But this is just speculation. It seems to be the consensus is it's Hades and
Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz. Yes, from
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb. I was like, wait a minute, I knew it was something out of left field. Now, who knows who they're replacing? I'm hoping Judge Doom sticks around. We didn't get tickets to Oogie Boogie Bash this year, but Who knows? I think Doofenshmirtz would go good over where Cruella has been.
This is
Yeah.
this is the video that teased the new villains.
Right. So it goes like, what's behind the cart? And there's just like a cart for some reason.
Yeah. That card is the most confusing.
I think the cart, I
You
think I
know
figured
what?
out what the cart was.
What do you think it is?
I think the cart is one of the Nightmare
I thought
Before
this was-
Christmas bat puppet things from the parade.
You think so?
Like when it zooms out a little bit, it kind of has that weird bulbous. The top, you see it like it's tall. Like if you can go
Yeah.
back like a half a second, it's hard to see. Maybe it's just a cart. Who knows?
Yeah.
But here we're seeing a definitely Hercules vibes here. We got Mount Olympus, and then down to the depths of Hades, and then we got a control console, and then pops
Here-
up right there.
right here we got
Perry the platypus hat.
platypus, yeah.
Oh,
And then
wow,
it zooms
good
out
eye.
a little bit, and there's a chair with a lab coat on it.
You know what? I didn't even see the lab coat the first time. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be Randall. Because I first thought of
yeah.
Monsters Inc. But Hades isn't new. Maybe.
But
Pig
he's
and
new to
Patty?
Oogie Boogie Bash.
I think if they introduce
True.
Hades, I don't think it's gonna be the
costume
version
we
that
know.
we've seen in the
Mhm.
parades. I think it's gonna be someone with prosthetics, just so that they could interact with
Right.
the people that are
Ooh,
going through the
that would be
It'd be
village.
like a
fun.
new version.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll get Dan Povenmire to do Doofenshmirtz for every Oogie Boogie Bash.
That would be so funny.
He
That
loves
would-
Disneyland. We know this much.
He's always there,
He's there all the time, just
All
talking
the
to his
time.
celebrity friends while on rides and
right?
doing all kinds of stuff.
Calling the people he knows.
Right. Let's see. What else is on our topic on my list here? I couldn't find that that Rolly thing. I'll find it one of these days.
You know what? What I did hear is happening. You know the Haunted Mansion parlor that they're putting
On the ship?
On the what's
Yeah.
the new ship called? Do you
It's
remember?
the treasure.
The Treasure. So the new Haunted Mansion parlor, like the new bar that's gonna go in there, there's a couple of things that are inspired by Rolly. They do have the fish tank in the Haunted Mansion bar, the parlor.
Right.
There is a fish tank inspired by Rolly, and then the Haunted Mansion sign itself that they've shown in like some of the press stuff or like some of the teases seems to be like a more aquatic version of the
Right.
Haunted Mansion sign.
Yeah, it's got like
That's
an octopus.
It's got like an
and
octopus.
stuff.
Or something,
Yeah.
yeah. Then
Based
that
on-
one seems to be also inspired by Rolly's art.
Supposedly, it's going to be like a lot of the sea captain junk. Is
Yeah,
good.
I
say
like
junk.
it.
I think it's going to be a lot of sea captain stuff.
I like it.
Maybe
That's
they can.
cool.
Maybe they can use that effect that everybody said was so cool. The sea captain appearing,
where they would open the door,
disappearing.
the one that made all of the
All the
janitors quit.
Imagineers and everybody, like they was so real. And then when it was the walkthrough attraction, yeah.
Well, that's the rumor, right? That apparently it was so scary that the janitors were like, "We quit.
Yeah.
We don't want to do this anymore."
Maybe
It
they'll bring
scared
that
them."
back. Who knows? Supposedly, also in the Haunted Mansion, this was like a video I saw. Did I send that one? I don't remember. But there was a Krusty the Clown in the Haunted Mansion holiday for like one day.
It was on a box.
It was on a box.
No
It was
way.
next to like the snake. It was like the clown. It was like the other clown that's in it was like a clown from. There's two different clowns on boxes. One, and they looked very like kind of Burton-y, but one was like obviously Krusty, and the other one I think was. I feel like it was from like Toy Story or something.
Yeah,
was like
I thought I
another-
saved it.
What's his name?
Not the sad. I don't remember. What is it? I don't know. Let's see if I can find it. Tappity, 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 tappity.
I thought I saved it. I remember seeing it and thinking, oh, that like in my head.
Oh, Inside
I heard
Out.
Barney.
Chuckles.
Chuckles.
Huh? Oh
What'd
no,
you say it was
Chuckles is
Chuckles?
from Toy Story.
No, it's the one from Inside Out. Supposedly. Here's
Jangles.
It is.
Is that his name?
From Inside Out.
Jangles?
Blah, blah, blah. Jangles, yes. This is the first thing I found.
Okay, here it is.
Did you find
I
one?
found the image. Yeah.
I found one from Disneyland News Today or whatever.
All right.
Walt Disney World.
Here is the image. So in the box here, you see
Ooh.
Krusty. It's like painted on the Jack in the Box where Jack Skellington's head is popping out, and then the other box has just a pumpkin, but that's the one that looks like it's got like evil Jangles. They both look evil.
Right, they're like Burton-y,
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean,
And
honestly, if
Jack
these were on
has-
shirts, like that'd be like a great Halloween shirt to sell.
So this
Yup.
is actually, I found an image from Mice Chat. I just put it in the and this is actually a Mark Davis sketch, not a Rolly sketch. I was mistaken.
Oh, interesting.
And so
Oh, I like it.
All right, let's see.
So here's,
Aw.
and the tag says
Grandpa
to
Mark
Grandpa
and
Mark
Alice.
and
Aw.
Alice.
That's so
And
sweet.
then so you got the
See? Come
yeah.
on now.
and so
That's
from and here is, if you want to bring this up really quick, here is the Haunted Mansion wiki that has been updated, where you can see the original sketch of the Mark Davis sketch called the Vampire Bat there,
Oh yeah.
with the bones sticking out and the cage and stuff. So yeah, it's very, very fun stuff. I like them adding in these little touches. This is like, again, when they were adding the Rolly stuff, I'll say it again, this is what we want. This is the kind of updates we want. Just
Yeah.
like fun little things. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
Tidbits of history.
Right.
This is
Yeah.
cool. This is actually really touching. I like this
That
one a lot.
is.
Like, it's not just the fact that, like you're saying, it goes back to these original sketches of ideas
Right.
that were never used, but the fact that they're also paying respect and homage to Mark and Alice, like that's cool, man.
Right.
I like it.
What else? At Comic-Con, this is something we didn't bring up from last time. They announced Muppets Clue.
Oh yeah,
The board
they
game
did.
Clue.
I love Clue. It's one
Yeah.
of the only board games I can tolerate.
Well, now you can have like the Swedish Chef and Kermit and I don't know who else, Miss Piggy
Do
and
they
Fozzie.
have an eye popper?
An eye
Did they
popper.
announce what the? Yeah, when we were kids, when we got our first board, like our first Clue game, we knew what a lot of them were, like the knife and the rope and all that
right.
stuff. But the candlestick,
Oh,
like the candlestick,
because you never
we
knew
didn't
what
know
a
what
can
it was. But
yeah.
we're like, oh, it's an eye popper, 'cause, like, you know.
So I
And
think
from then on, that's just
Melissa
what we called it.
Melissa sent this, and the box art has Gonzo, Miss Piggy, Fozzie, Kermit, Animal, Sam Eagle, the Swedish Chef, and Uncle Deadly.
Yeah. I'm trying to see like when.
That's
Ooh.
8. That's all 8. Yeah. But I thought Colonel Mustard. Well, hold on, I gotta do this. Mrs. White, Colonel Mustard, Miss Scarlet, Professor Plum, Miss Peacock, Mr. Green. That's 6. They got 2
I
extra
see.
on here.
Wait, here, check this out. I found it on this. Let me see. I have it here so we could see the image. This is cool.
Coming fall, 2 to 6 players. Oh, maybe one of them.
Is
maybe
this the
Uncle
one you're looking at?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe Uncle Deadly is like Mr. Body, and he's the one that got done
He-
deaded.
Oh.
Because so Swedish Chef is Mrs. White, because Mrs. White is the cook.
And then
In
Gonzo's
Clue.
Professor Plum.
Gonzo's Professor Plum. Fozzie is
Miss
Colonel
Scarlet.
Mustard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Mrs. Peacock is Sam Eagle, and then Mr. Green is Kermit,
So who's Animal?
and then Animal's just in the back. I don't know. He's just there.
He's the eye popper.
He's the eye popper. The Uncle Deadly must be Mr. Body, who's the one that got killed in the game Clue.
Here's the actual board game, by the way.
Look at that.
It looks like the stage. It looks like this
Right,
is
it's-
happening
you got-
backstage of.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
backstage.
cool, yeah.
I haven't
like
seen
it.
that yet. So
Here's
it's like
the-
dressing rooms and
Yeah. I actually like that. I'm glad it's not just like some random mansion that they repurpose.
Right.
I like the fact that it's
It's
like,
themed
in
well.
the theater. Yeah.
right, and
Yeah.
it's the layout's a little different than Clue, like the regular Clue board game too. Like it's not even the same layout for like where the doors are and everything.
Up in the
Oh,
little
I
white
didn't
spot
realize
that you see in the upper left-hand corner, that's
Uh-huh.
a portal to the regular Clue board.
What?
I'm kidding. I don't
No,
know.
I was like
I'm delirious now.
two board game. I mean, because they
Super
have
one
the
Would be
deal.
cool though.
because they have the secret passageways and stuff. So I was like, all right,
That's where I was trying to go with it, but I just didn't set it up properly. I'm
Right.
tired. My
We
head
got it.
hurts.
that's okay. So that's kind of cool. That's coming in the fall supposedly.
I like that.
What
Unless
else?
they do an early release at D23.
Maybe I might be
Well-
coming home with a new board game.
Because, dude, I'm actually upset because, so again, D23 is kind of up in the air for me right now, right?
Right.
And so, even if I did end up going, I'm not going Friday, and Friday seems to be the day that they're going to soft launch the next wave of Lorcana. So they're releasing like exclusive stuff at D23, and you know how quickly that's gonna go. So I'm not gonna get that. I have a feeling that the Bob Gurr Funko is only gonna be available Friday, and it's gonna sell out. So I'm not gonna get a
Friggin'
chance
try
to
and
do
get that sucker.
And then there's one other thing. I don't
Unless they're
remember what
like,
it is.
you never know, because sometimes they like only have a limited amount for each day. They do
I
that
hope
sometimes
that's the
too.
case. I hope that's the case. I know that last time there was a couple of things that I like the board game, the Disney board game that I have.
The Villainous?
No. Well, Villainous was one, but then this was the
Oh, the
trivia
trivia
was
game.
the
Yeah, I
other
have
one
that one too.
I got that at D23. The one of the Villainous, or no, I got all three Villainous the last day of D23 last time, because it was like 35% off if you
Right.
bought all three of them together. So I bought all three of those.
We have almost all of the Villainouses. We have like 7 of them or whatever.
I'm missing 2.
The only one I
missing
know
the Thanos one.
that's the one I don't have that in the Star Wars one.
I don't have the Star Wars one either.
But they
Yeah.
just released a Target exclusive.
Is that the Scar
recently.
one?
No, it's I'm looking at, is it that one? It's Syndrome
Oh, I didn't know there was.
and
right.
like Shere Khan or something. I don't know. It's
Interesting.
or let's see. Villainous.
I wonder if there's a way to play Villainous over. Like,
Oh no, that's an old one. It's called Sugar and Spite. Can you guess by the name?
Vanilla. It's King Candy.
King Candy, Sugar, and Spite.
Right.
Well,
So
it's I said
Turbo-
it. It's Shere Khan is the other one. I
Oh.
said it. I was
Oh,
right
okay.
on half of it. It is Sugar and Spite. It's King Candy, and Shere Khan.
Interesting.
So yeah, they got a ton of these suckers.
Yeah, I think that's the only. I mean, I haven't heard too much about D23 this year either.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, like, I have I'm not like I have our passes right here
Mm-hmm.
for Saturday. So
Right.
Yeah, so I don't even know like what's going to be available. I don't even know if we got any of the panels that we wanted to go to.
Right. Did you look in your? Did you see your email? Did
No,
anybody?
I haven't I haven't done any of that. Like,
there's a whole deal with those. So people are this happened the last time too. Because it's the thing where you put in you say, I would like to have these, please. Please give me some of these things. And they let you pick from every category. You can pick 3 from each category. Right. And so it's like, and you can have up to 7 guests. So 8 of you can go if you request that many guests. Some people, they filled out, so there's 4 sections per day with 3 selections per day. So that's 36 selections that you can make, options for getting stuff. Some of theirs are like giveaways. It might even be more if I'm not remembering right, but I think it's 4, 3, and then 3 days. So let's just say 36 options that you can select of things to do. Some people are getting 1. Out of 3 days, they get 1 thing, and it's like Pixar ball giveaway or whatever.
Wait, so what about all the panels and stuff? Are they gonna make everybody go standby or what?
If you didn't, so it looks like, I think the panels, my guess is they allotted for about half full, maybe 3/4 full, and then everybody else is standby. I'm not 100% sure. Like, nobody really knows. They don't tell us these numbers. But we've gotten into stuff by waiting in line. It wasn't a huge deal. But then you miss like show floor stuff where like if you have the reservation, we were lucky enough. We got a halfway decent list. I think I got 3 or 4 selections, and I don't know if that was because I was in there early. Like, I got in within like 5 minutes of it opening, the thing. And so even though they say like it doesn't matter, it's all random, we got some good stuff. So we got 3. So I got 1 for each day. I have 1 thing for each day. They're all panels. Bringing the worlds of Disney animation to life in Disney parks.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a Friday. Stay tuned. You're watching the Disney Channel. That's a Saturday. And then the simulcast of the Legends ceremony on Sunday.
Are they doing that in the hall, like
the premiere stage? So I think that's the biggest one they're doing, because Hall D23, I don't know if it has, like, they're doing the big Hall D23 anymore.
Yeah, because the Hall D23 is basically what they're moving to Honda Center.
Right, that was all the big panels, and they would fill. They'd put other panels in there too, some of the bigger things. But it seems like, I don't know. It says premiere stage, presented by Fandango. Arrive at queue in Hall A at least 45 minutes prior to the start of the presentation. So that seems to be somewhere on the show floor. The Walt Disney... Oh, so there's 4 stages, so there's even more selections. The Walt Disney Archive stage is on the 3rd floor. The Backlot stage is on the 2nd floor. And the Hyperion stage is on the 2nd floor as well.
Dude, those I remember this is the part that worries me. If I do end up going,
right,
again, because of the little bit of walking today, that Rascal Scooter thing sounding like real good. But I remember last expo, it was like you had to walk so far down the convention center that if you looked out the window, you were looking into a Pixar pier.
Right, the concourse that's like over top of the the annex building or whatever that they had it in,
and the way that they did the scheduling, because they did something similar last time where they kind of randomly assigned you stuff.
Right,
and the stuff that I was assigned was like literally opposite ends of the convention center.
Right,
like you had maybe 15 minutes to walk all the way across and then hopefully get in line and make it in with like your group.
Right.
Otherwise, you would have to wait. It was crazy. I hope they have that ironed out a little bit more this year because
Well, it seems like nobody got
nightmarish.
anything they wanted, so it's
I mean, if everybody's getting the Pixar ball, I hope they have enough.
right. So
Right.
even in like our friend group, like people that I know that are going, let's see, I'm gonna bring it up. I won't name names, but I will. Maybe I will. I don't know. I won't name names. But I'll bring
like,
up
maybe not.
everybody was sharing what they got, and so one person, applied for 36, maybe 48 things, got Pixar ball giveaway, and experience ILM stagecraft. 10 in the morning. That's one. Another person got the same one we got, the Bringing Worlds to Disney animation in Disney parks, and then a good one, Jolly Holiday, a D23 musical celebration of Richard Sherman. And then another person got one thing total, Walt Disney and El Grupo, the Journey Through Latin America. And then another friend of ours got one thing, and it was Pixar ball giveaway for one person.
So of all the stuff that you wanted, like the stuff that you actually wanted,
Right.
did you get any of those for yourself?
Yes, so the bringing the Disney parks, the movies to life in Disney parks, that's one that I wanted.
That's Friday, right?
That's Friday. There's a Muppets one that I wanted, I didn't get.
That one was Saturday.
That one is, I think, it's hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know. They're all on different. No, this is Friday. No, that was on Friday.
Oh.
Muppets 70, a glamorous something. I'm looking at my screenshots of when I made the reservations. Oh no, so it's 4 selections in 3 groups. So it's still the right number, but it's signing opportunities, show floor experiences, and stage presentations are how it was broken down. Other ones I've signed up for was the Magic After Dark. That's a story of it's nighttime spectaculars, Disney Legends in Conversation.
That's one that I wanted to attend.
I signed up for a bunch of book signings and things that I didn't get, which was fine. I just signed up for them because they were there. The Leslie Iwerks one. There's the
Leslie Iwerks. There's 2 books that I want to get signed, and it's the Leslie Iwerks book, and then I want Bob Weiss's book.
Right, I signed up for that one too.
Yeah.
Other ones I signed up for, Beautiful Tomorrow. I don't know what it was. It's cut off. Magic Journeys, Memories of the Sherman Brothers. So I mean, I got, of all the people that I personally know, except we don't know what you got, Heyzen, because you don't know where your email is. I got the most. Like, we lucked out, and so I put 7 for all of my guests.
Lucky
for each one.
7.
So I can bring 7 people along with me.
Nice.
So there's me and my wife, and then 6 other people. So the group that is going on Friday that I know of, everybody can go.
Nice.
The group, I think basically anybody that I personally know that's going, that I know of anyway, can all go to these panels with me because we put at the maximum allowed number. So that's like kind of nice that they're not making it so it's one person.
Yeah.
Or, you have to have your specific ticket or whatever.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering, I gotta search for the email and figure out what we got.
It was emailed on, I will tell you, it was emailed on August 2nd.
Oh, so this past weekend.
Confirmation at events.d23.com.
Yeah. On Friday, I was still
pretty
out there,
out of it. Yeah.
I wouldn't have been paying attention anyway.
So, but I think that I think we should Oh, and also there's some Instagram channels for D23 that they're like, come join our chat. You know, that new thing they started with these channel things or whatever it's called, chat rooms. I don't know what the heck it's called.
Yeah, I don't know much about them.
Broadcast channel.
Yeah, I haven't started using them. So, what is it? Just like lives? Is that all it is?
No, it kind of just seems like another feed. Like I think some of the broadcast channels, like you can let other people talk, and it's kind of like Discord.
Oh, okay. I know what that is.
It's like a live feed thing, but this is like it's locked down where you can only like interact with polls and things and like stuff, and then they can post.
It's like Clubhouse then.
I don't know what that is, but sure.
So yeah, so there was an app. I get it. Yeah, especially given that Meta steals stuff from everyone.
Right.
Clubhouse started off as an app where it was kind of like a channel, kind of like an impromptu radio station, so to speak, where you could have up to like maybe 8 people talking at once and having a conversation, and the audience could do polls. They could just kind of interact with the show as it's happening.
Right.
So it's basically an audio live. TikTok, you know how TikTok's live work, where it's like one person's live and then there's like squares of the people that they invite into the live.
Oh, okay. I don't have
Clubhouse
TikTok.
was very similar, except it was primarily audio from what I remember.
Gotcha.
Amazon tried to do the same thing with AMP.
Yeah. Well, now this is just chats.
So there isn't even voice audio or anything.
As far as I
chat.
can tell, it seemed just to be chat. Just
so
posts
they
and stuff.
didn't even do it right. Okay.
Right.
Well, good for Instagram.
That's gonna be fun to have chats.
It's just like the world's largest group message.
Man. That's no, thank you.
You can join. So I have joined both the D23 the Ultimate Disney Fan Chat and D23 Horizons, and then a mouse emoji and a magic stars emoji. So this Horizons thing is really getting kind of interesting. We're trying to see what comes out of that. That's very like sneaky wording on their part.
Interesting.
Because of like the attraction Horizons versus like they keep talking about this Horizons in relation to the park. So we know it's not they're gonna like bring back Horizons. That's for dang sure.
Or aren't they?
I don't think so.
Or is it towards like the future kind of thing?
Yeah, but they're using that word Horizons because they could have called it On the Horizon or Horizon, but they're calling it Horizons, which is the name of the attraction. They're just trying to like get people excited.
It's what they're renaming Tomorrowland to.
Right.
Horizon.
Horizons. Maybe. You know what? If they redo Tomorrowland and just call it Horizons, fine. At least the Tomorrowland gets redone.
Yeah.
That is true. We'll take anything at this rate.
I think the last thing we should do really quick is shout out Gavin's interview.
Okay, before we do that.
Absolutely.
Do you want to
I just want to take this moment. Yes.
You want me to do it? You want to do it?
Why don't you give it a shot?
Okay, I'll give it a shot. We'd like to send a special shout out to our amazing group of listeners known as the FGP Squad, our podcast Fairy Godparents, because it's their support via Patreon that helps us make these episodes of Podketeers possible. Being a part of the FGP Squad family has some additional perks, including additional content on Patreon, discount codes, random giveaways, and a special section on our Discord server, just to name a few. If you'd like more information on how you can become a part of the FGP Squad, you can visit podketeers.com/FGP. There you'll find a list of some of our top contributors and some information on the FGP Squad. Of course, if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer them. You can reach out to us through Instagram, but we love to have you over on Discord. Joining our Discord server is super simple. Visit podketeers.com/links, where you can see a link to join our Discord there. You can also find links to some of our most requested content, like our Armchair Imagineering, thank you. I almost had our interviews and a Quizneyland playlist. Also links to Goofy Guys Adventure, Larry's YouTube channel. And so thank you for all your support. Something. That's most of it.
Yeah, great.
Well, that's because I wrote most of it down.
You're hired.
Still, you were smart.
I'll do it every once in a while.
You're hired. That was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I know you weren't feeling good, so I was like, maybe I'll bring it up just in case.
I love it. Well, thank you for doing that.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
it. That was fantastic. Yeah, so let's quickly talk about Gavin, and we'll wrap up the episode with that.
Right.
So Gavin was featured recently on NPR. He was interviewed as part of what was the?
I think
was like
NPR's.
It was called Art on the Air.
Art on
it was
the
the
Air.
300th episode
Mhm.
of the show. He was also featured with a Toronto-based artist named Sasha Pierce. And they were just talking about the different styles of art. She has this like geometric inspired style.
Wasn't she was it that like a Beyonce thing?
No, that's Sasha Fierce.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, very close though.
Yeah, I see the confusion.
Yes.
So they talked about that, and then they talked about Gavin's style of art, because I mean, if you haven't kept up with Gavin's art, yeah, he did a lot of Disney inspired stuff for a really long time, but Gavin has this really cool like future retro style
Right.
that he
Yeah.
does, you know, all of his paintings in, and it has this like nostalgia to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very surreal.
Yes.
And it's awesome, right?
Lots of
So-
rocket ships and planets and
Yeah.
trees
Yeah.
and things. It's very cool.
It's this. Okay, so the best way. So I'm gonna put this in Disneyland terms. Okay, imagine 1960s Tomorrowland
Mm-hmm.
mixed in with shrubbery from Alice in Wonderland
Yep.
with a twist of Burton.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
But a lot of what Gavin does is also really Ivan Earl inspired.
Yes.
Like he's got this like Ivan Earl twist to it that's just so good.
With a palette that's what, mid-century? You've got
Very
your oranges,
mid-century.
it's
Yeah, it's very
greens.
autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
very
very
autumn.
pleasing to the eye.
Yeah. So Gavin Otteson Art, if you want to check out some of Gavin's art as well, make sure you go support him. He's doing the art circuit, and he goes around to different shows and stuff, just like Mel does. Hey, didn't you just get accepted to a show as well?
I have two.
What are the two
Ooh.
shows? Pitch them.
Oh, wake up. Okay. The first one is actually in a month, I want to say. It's in a month, and this is going to be in Riverside. It's called hold. Well, actually, no, it's Halloween Village, excuse me. Halloween Village by World of Wonderful
Colorcraft.
World.
The
No.
world is no, the wonderful world of color.
That went in my head too.
Color.
World of Fantasy Events. I'm tired, so bear with me.
We
Um,
all
We-
Saturday, September 27th at noon.
No.
No, September 7th. No, that's not
Yes, September 7th. I think
Did I
you
say
said 27th. I was like, no.
it. I think I did.
Oh, yeah, I
But,
heard
I
27th,
googled
too.
it. I think I said 27th, but it's the 7th.
It's going to be a huge event. There's 100 plus. It's all Burden style, which is
That's like you. That's
Mm.
so
I-
up your alley.
it is. It's just a beautiful theme, and I'll be posting more about it. It's just I've been a little behind because I got classwork stuff to do. So, yeah, I will be talking more about it. But I have that event, and then in October 6th, October 6th or 7th, October 6th. Again, I'm sorry, but this one is called Boo to You, and this one's going to take place, I believe, in Pico Rivera. So I'm going on the opposite end,
Yeah.
but it's okay. and that one's gonna be Mickey themed. You know, Mickey's not so Halloween party, not so scary Halloween
Right.
party.
Ooh.
People are gonna be mad at me for butchering that.
It's late. It's
Oogie
fine.
Boogie Bash, Mickey's Not So Scary,
All
all
that
that kind
kinda
of the
stuff.
Disney Halloween party, all
Yes.
wrapped up.
Disney's Halloween
And then both
treats.
events, I mean, you guys want to go because they're both going to have meet and greets. They're both going to have plenty to, like, food.
We can meet and greet with Melissa? What?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm there.
Boom.
Get meet and greet for free.
We'll make a bunch of your Funko stickers,
There
and
you
you
go.
can give out your Funko sticker.
Yeah.
Trick or
Everybody that
treating.
comes
This one,
by.
this Halloween
Me.
village says they got trick or treating
Yeah.
and raffles,
It is
costume
gonna,
contests.
It's so much. That's why I'm kind of like, I'll make a better reel about it and stuff and explain
free
a little bit more.
admission and parking.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll make sure that we plug it again, especially as we're getting closer to each one of them, so people can go out and
Nice.
say hi if they're in the area. But yeah, let's to wrap up Gavin's as well. Check it out, NPR. I believe they have the podcast on different apps. But if you go to the NPR website and search for Art on the Air, again, it was the 300th episode.
Right.
And it goes by date. So if you're looking for
Okay.
Gavin's episode, you're going to want to search for the August 4th episode.
You could also visit Gavin's link tree, and it's in his link tree and his link in his bio.
Oh, there you
on
Also-
go.
Instagram.
Or that.
That would be easier.
Yeah. All right. I think that's going to be it.
Let's do it. That's
I'm
great.
getting
That
ready
was
to go
short, but
rest.
not too short.
Yes, it was
Short,
Short
but
for
sweet,
us.
I guess.
just right.
Just right.
It
Yeah.
was the third bear's porridge. All right. We had Quizneyland last week. Right?
Yep. So it won't
Okay,
be till
so-
the week after the
next week.
expo.
Okay,
right.
good. All right, good. We can wrap up
We can.
with a bow. Until next
Yay.
time, keep dreaming, keep moving forward, and always remember to pass on the magic. Have a fantastic week, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.